today I'm going to be bringing you a life story. Um, I apologize if I sort of stumble over my words a little bit, or my voice is kind of raspy, but I've been battling a pretty bad flu lately. But yeah, anyway. So this story takes place about 6 years ago, so around 2010, at my old school. I'm in high school now. But basically, I have, or I used to have, I should say, this principal. And I mean, she's really stubborn. Like, she's a typical principal that'll send you in any single kind of weather. Like, it'll probably be a tornado outside, and she'll send us. So on this day, it was still in hurricane season, so probably mid-September, 2 weeks into school. Um, so there was a flood warning because where I live is kind of on the countryside, and there's a lot of rivers and creeks and stuff you gotta pass over the road, pass under the road. But a lot of the places don't have bridges or very good um, water passage. It's just some of the places just have tiny culverts where the water goes through. Yeah, I honestly don't know why, but anyway. So we had a pretty massive hurricane that sort of just went over us. We were right in the middle of it, and so that night it hit probably around 2 o'clock in the morning. It woke me up. Like, it was just a steady stream of rain coming down. Like, I've never seen it rain that hard here where I am. I live in Canada, so most of it's snow. But
UAV inbound.
so, I was saying to myself, maybe we won't have school today. But so came, I woke up around like 7, ate breakfast and everything. Got on the bus. We passed like the first couple of rivers and stuff. They were really high, like they were probably 3 or 4 meters from the road. So then that's when I had a little feeling in the back of my head that something may happen.
Hostile UAV
So
incoming.
me and my friends were kind of talking about it, like saying, "Yo, man, what if we have a day off today? How sick that would be." So
Care package inbound.
2 hours passed. So it's probably around 10 o'clock, and the teachers start talking to each other because a teacher came and knocked on our classroom door and asked to speak to our teacher for a minute. So she went out and she was talking, but I was sitting up at the front at the time. I don't know, I think I got moved up. But I heard what they were talking. Like, she said that apparently there's water almost over the road in one location. So, then they told my principal, and my principal finally said, okay, let's get the students packed up and ready to go on the bus. But by this point, it was pretty much too late. So, there's this bus driver. I didn't have him, sadly, but he's like a total badass. Like, he'll legit go through anything, no matter what it is. And basically, so they got to the spot, we were falling behind them. My friend told me this, but he basically told the students to brace themselves
Be advised.
and,
Hostile
pray for the
servers
best.
inbound.
And he just, like, he floored it through. Probably at the time the water was a meter high over the road, so it was just starting to eat out the pavement underneath. And he just went over it, like, all safety guidelines weren't there, whatever. He just decided to go for it. But it ended up working out okay. He made it across, but my bus driver didn't want to risk it, so she decided not to go through it, and we had to turn back and go back to school. So then we were in school probably about for another 2 hours. It was around 12 o'clock, and I was hanging out with my buddy, and his parents was coming to get him. So they showed up probably about 20 minutes later, and I started talking to them. I said, is there any way I can get a ride back? They live nowhere near the Brookwoods, but they decided it was okay. So my other buddy was there too, so he's like, okay, they had a truck, so 3 of us set off. They dropped off their son at their home, and they took me and my other buddy to basically the place where it was flooded over. So at that point, we were kind of happy because, who wants to be stuck in school overnight? So when we got far as there, there was no way they were gonna cross it because they only had basically, the standard tiny tires. The water was like 3 meters high at that point. There wasn't much left of the road. So when we got there, one of the workers road construction workers or whatever was there, and we like begged them to take us across. They had like trucks there that were set up to go through that type of water. Like they really had really big tires, like you see those monster truck tires. Well, yeah, it was like that. So they decided to take us across.
Hostile hardened
It was a
sentry
really,
in your AO.
really sketchy moment because we thought that, you know, the water was going to take us and we were going to go down through the woods down to the beach. And I'm telling you, like, this river was raging at the time. So we made it across okay. You know, I prayed basically, you know, that we wouldn't fall in, so we made it across. And that wasn't the worst part. Like, there were worse rivers yet to come. So the other two were okay, but when we got far as the other place, this road was completely gone. Like, there was no way of getting across there. So I had to basically wait at my friend's house for like 4 hours, and it was extremely boring there at the time. Like, he barely even had TV. I'm telling you, like, he had probably 3 channels, so I just sat there bored out of my mind for what seemed like an eternity. So I finally talked to my mom and told her where I was and everything. Me being 9 at the time, she was a bit worried. But the road never got fixed for all that day, so it was probably 9:30 in the evening before I got home.
Threat
But
neutralized.
yeah, I almost got trapped in school. I heard that my other buddies never got out around that time. Like, it was like 9 in the evening before they got to school. Man, I can't imagine just being stuck in school for that long, probably doing nothing. Knowing my school, they probably have like a 20-page math test. But
Be advised. Hostile UAV
yeah, guys,
inbound.
that's the story. Almost got trapped in
Friendly UAV
school.
inbound.
Hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a like and subscribe.